Hello, I'm Councilmember Lori Bush.
And I'm Councilmember Johnson, and this is another episode of Cary Matters. We created this program to bring information to the community so you know what's going on with us here on council and with the staff in Cary.
Yeah, for this episode, we're going to be talking rezonings. It's a crazy, crazy big topic. And it's really something that we get asked about all the time. So, Carissa,
yes,
as you end your first year here, tell us, you probably noticed that rezonings are a big part of our council agenda.
Yeah, for sure.
So these rezonings have a significant impact on our neighbors, our neighborhoods, and Cary in general. And our role as council members in this process is a responsibility that we take very seriously, and it's crucial for our viewers to also understand this process too.
Yeah, that's right, Lori. And it's a complicated and long process. And some of that is by design, so that our citizens, they get a chance to weigh in and provide their input along the way. So whether you've recently received a rezoning notice, or you're considering rezoning your own property, or maybe you've passed by one of the blue public rezoning signs, this is a video made just for you. It's essential to remember that not all construction projects, though, they don't all require rezoning. Some can proceed without going through this process because the land has already been designated for that type of development.
Yeah, you can also look at our official zoning map that reflects these designations at the town website. Now, let's dive into what rezoning means and why it's a necessary function.
Yeah, glad to. The zoning on a piece of land dictates how it can be used. And in North Carolina, these land use regulations date back over 100 years, becoming even more important as the state and places like Cary expand. So zoning designations concentrate or they restrict certain land uses in specific areas and dictate how buildings and structures should be constructed.
The important thing to remember is that rezoning occurs when a property owner or a development applicant wants to change the land use regulations for future development. That is, when someone owns or options property and they want that property to have a different development than is currently allowed. Now, this process kicks off with a pre-application conference where it's highly recommended that the applicant comes in and meets with town staff to discuss their proposal. They understand the process, the schedule, and all of the associated fees.
Yeah, true. And remarkably, a significant number of proposals are actually changed, adjusted, or even stopped at this early stage before they formally submit their application. And our goal is to make sure that the applicants understand the high standards we expect in Cary, answer any questions, and align their proposals with our expectations before they officially submit their zoning applications.
Yeah. And okay, so once the application is submitted and moving forward, the rezoning proposal gets a number like 23 REZ2, meaning it's a rezoning, that's the REZ, and it came to the town in 2023, and it's the second one that came to us that year. It's just so complicated. Then the town schedules a neighborhood meeting, and they send out invitations to folks within 800 feet of the property. That's 8 times more than is actually required by law. Now, our goal is to encourage attendance from nearby property owners and provide a way for applicants to present their rezoning requests and also receive feedback from all of the adjacent property owners.
Those neighborhood meetings, they go beyond the standard requirements and promote a transparent and open dialogue between the applicants for the rezoning and the property owners. They're held virtually, and that's to maximize accessibility and availability, and it eliminates the need for folks to come all the way to see us at Town Hall.
Yeah, right. And then moving on from the neighborhood meeting, the next statutory step is the public hearing before Town Council. Now, this is a valuable opportunity for us to hear from citizens, adjacent property owners, the community. It's really, really essential for us to directly listen to those who will be affected by that rezoning.
Yeah, and it's really important to debunk a very common misconception. Many think these public hearings are their final chance to voice their opinions. And in reality, it's not. We encourage folks to continue to reach out to us, ask questions, and provide us feedback. This public hearing is just one of the many steps before our council reaches its final decision.
Yeah, and at this stage then, the council gets a chance to share our expectations, our concerns, and questions regarding the proposal. Now, while we can't force applicants to modify their proposals, we can talk about what we expect and what has proven successful in the past. We often request collaboration with the adjacent landowners. Our goal is to ensure a smooth transition between the uses.
Yeah, and then following that public hearing, the case is forwarded to our Planning and Zoning Board for review. You've probably heard it called the P&Z, and it's a board of Cary citizens, and they're there to evaluate the proposal to determine if it aligns with the Imagine Cary Community Plan, and then their vote is exactly that. Their recommendation to us on council as to whether a rezoning proposal is consistent or inconsistent with the plan. Then once they've made that determination, it returns to town council for a final review and decision. And there are no additional public hearings before the council's final decision, but citizens are absolutely welcome to speak out at the Public Speaks Out session during any council meeting, including the night of the final decision. And in fact, anyone really can speak out on any issue at all at Public Speaks Out, whether they're in person, you can call in, you can also send in your comments via email, and all of us council members see it.
Absolutely. You know, this process involves several steps that may not be apparent to residents who come from other places. All of this is in the interest of transparency and open communication. We want to ensure that rezonings contribute to the long-term benefit of the Cary community. So we're here to listen and engage with you so that together we can shape a brighter future for all of Cary.
Whew, okay, that's it for this edition of Cary Matters. Your time's important. I hope you found what we brought you today valuable as we work to bring you closer to your government.
And let us know what matters to you, and you never know, it might show up on an upcoming episode of Cary Matters. Well, that's it. Finally, thank you for watching, and also thank you for choosing to call Cary home.